Summer is the best time of the year for children in the Philippines. They didn't have to go to school, they had no homework, and they didn't need to review for exams. They just played on the streets with their neighbor friends until they used up all their energy. Today it's totally different. Most kids are stuck on their iPads or cell phones while sitting on a corner playing virtual games. Here are some of the games that children play on the streets. Tambang Preso. Tambang Preso is a traditional Pinoy game that they use to play most of the time on the streets with very little vehicular traffic. This simple game involves the use of a small empty can and slippers. The goal of this game is to hit the can with your slipper, and then go get your slipper back without getting tagged by the guard. If you get tagged by the guard while getting your slipper, you will then be the guard. Luksong Baka. Luksong Baka, translated as jumping over a cow, is a traditional Pinoy game that involves players jumping over one player called Baka or cow. The objective is for all players to jump over the cow without falling over. Anyone who falls over becomes the new cow. Looks like a lot of fun. Pico. Pico is a game where players draw a big image on the floor filled mostly of box-like shapes, which they will hop on and around using only a single foot. The way to play the game is to have a palmetto, usually a flat piece of stone, that is placed on one of the boxes, and the owner cannot step on the box where his or her palmetto is placed. When finished hopping around, he or she moves the palmetto onto the next box until it reaches the topmost box. The first to finish wins the game. Sipa. Sipa pertains to the traditional Pinoy game and the object used to play the game. Translated as a game of kick, it involves the use of an object made usually with a washer, colorful threads, and strings. The sipa is thrown in the air and kept in the air, usually by kicking it. The goal is to not let the sipa hit the ground by kicking it before it falls. The player needs to keep count how many times he or she has hit the sipa before it hits the ground. The player with the highest count wins the game. Tagawan. Tagawan is the canoy version of the game hide and seek. What makes it unique is that Tagawan is sometimes played at sunset or at night to make it more challenging for the seeker to find the other players. Here are some other street games in the Philippines. Patintero, Luksong Tinik, Chinese Garter.